about one region, the region to the right of that vertical asymptote x equals -2. We now need to figure out what's happening in between them and to the left of the x equals -3. So to figure that out, I just need a couple of test points. If I have no technology. So a test point, pick a point, maybe in this region, between -2 and -3. What is an x value between -2 and -3? -2.5 or -5/2. You can use fraction or decimal, it doesn't matter to me. So if you put -2.5 or -5/2 in for x, what would happen? Let's just check for the sign, right? If you put a -2.5 here and another -2, isn't that negative? So just keeping track of the sign, I'm just going to write a negative down here. I'm just writing, it's going to be negative something. Feel free to write down the actual number. It's -4.5, right? So feel free to write that down or as a fraction. What about the denominator? If you put -2.5 plus 3, that's positive 0.5. And here if you put -2.5 plus 2, -0.5. So you have positive 0.5 times -0.5. So positive half times negative half. It's going to be a quarter but negative, right? -0.25. The main thing is the sign, but you could definitely get the numbers if you wanted to finish that off. So a negative over a negative is a positive. So at -5/2, -2.5, we have a positive result. And you feel free to get the whole number if you want to make the picture prettier. But yeah, go ahead.
On my test, I don't need to put
as long as you told me when I put -5/2, I got a negative number, you could get a sketch. It wouldn't be pretty, but it would be a sketch, right? Is it better to get the number? Of course. But if you're in a hurry, you just need a quick sketch, just say I got a negative result, or in this case, a positive result. So at -5/2, which would be right here, we got a positive result. Something up here. Something positive. Now, how do I know that it's not going to snake and come back up, right? Or snake and come back down? Because I know the only x-intercept was 2. So I can't cross here, can I? So that means my entire picture here, I know now, is something like this. It has to be all above. It can't go back down because it can't cross that asymptote again. That was the only x-intercept. So by thinking, I can get a picture with just one point there. If I didn't want to think, I could get lots of points and get the picture that way, right? Keep plugging in points. That's an option. It just takes more time. And finally, I need something to the left of -3, like -4 perhaps. So if I put in -4, again, all I really care about, am I above or below? So what is my sign? So I come up here, -4 minus 2 would be -6 for my numerator. -4 plus 3 is -1. -4 plus 2, -2. So I had -1 times -2. Positive 2?
Yeah.
So what I got was -6 divided by positive 2, which is a negative number. It's -3, isn't it? So when x is -4, in my reduced version, I got -3. So at -4, I'm way down at -3, down here somewhere. Well, now I know what this picture looks like. The graph must be approaching that asymptote and that asymptote. So I have the picture complete now. I know it can never touch this horizontal asymptote, again, because the only x-intercept was at 2, and I'm guaranteed to never touch the vertical asymptote because it doesn't exist there. So that would be a sketch of this rational function using holes, asymptotes, intercepts, test points. Could I ask you additional questions? Let me see if I can try one on you real quick. As x